All right, awesome. Welcome, you guys. It is Monday, September 17th. We are just a little over halfway through the month. This is a beautiful time of the month to check your points and see where you are in relationships to where you have committed to get to by the end of the month, whatever goal you set for yourself. This is an awesome time to really take stock, really drop into your numbers and see where you are in relationship to your goal. So September 17th, we just had our monthly payday a couple days ago, which is always a great day when we get our monthly checks that come in. And I am so excited to be here with you guys today. My name is Sarah Rhinelander. I'm a 3-star crown for those of you guys who don't know me. And I love what we're doing here. I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of this incredible community. And I was asked by David Skultedy to lead this call today, and I couldn't think of a more awesome and wonderful thing to be doing on a Monday afternoon than being here and sharing with you guys. And we have some incredible special guests today. I am really grateful to have a few members of Team Radiance, which is the team that's led by Stephanie Dawn. She's going to be sharing with us in a few minutes, a little bit later in the call. But we've got some really powerful people who are joining and who are magnetized to what we're doing here with Purium, who are feeling the call. Drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like Purium somehow answered a prayer that you had been making, that maybe you didn't even realize that you were making this prayer. And maybe when Purium first came in, you were like, oh, that's like something that, maybe that was my story. I was like, that's not what I'm looking for. But then eventually at some point in your life or at some point in your journey, you realized, oh my gosh, like that thing I was praying for, it's a Purium. Like, this is it. It just came to me and I didn't even realize or have that image of what it was going to look like. So this is what my experience has been personally, and this is the experience that I witness over and over again within. I see all these different ones. Lots of people are resonating with that. So this is the experience that I've had so many times, that people are seeking this out. They are searching for something. They are praying for something to transform their lives, to transform their health. They're desperately seeking solutions. There are so many people out there who have no idea of where to turn to get the help and the support that they're praying for. And that can be physically, health, financially, wealth. It can be community. How many people out there are feeling isolated, alone? They don't have the support that they need emotionally. And then, of course, it's around purpose. It's around feeling like we can plug into something bigger than ourselves. It's about feeling like we can create an impact with our lives, that we can actually go out there and make a difference in relationship to all the things that we're seeing need to change. So this is, again, kind of my experience where I came to through this whole process, was realizing and recognizing that this has been an answer to so many prayers that I have laid down, and through me, so many prayers that other people have laid down. So with that being said, I am really excited. We're going to hear from some powerful women who have been out there hitting the pavement, sharing what we have with people who are looking for it, who might not even know that they're looking for it, and really going out there and creating a really massive impact while also building an income for themselves. So I'm really excited. I want to bring our first special guest, Nicole, to the line. Nicole, are you on here with us?
Yes, I am honored to be here. From Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Like, hey everybody.
Within, so that the content's not just all scattered. And what I personally think would be really powerful is if we started adding in more health testimonials. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. There's a little background noise. Okay, awesome, Nicole. So I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. And and I would love to hear from you a little bit about what brought you to Purium and how your journey started. How did you come here?
Okay, well, I've been teaching yoga in the middle of the country for 18 years, and I quit drinking, which is a big deal, okay, wine. Um, yeah, I know you're thinking, alcoholic yoga instructor, what the heck? So I have a weird story. I have a unique story, and I've been telling my story out loud. So I've kind of been doing a blog on Facebook called The Drinking Diaries, and just sharing all my secrets, all my issues, and I've kind of created a small following. So when Celeste, my good friend and fellow yoga instructor, was encouraging me to kind of try this superfood, I was resistant because check it out. I've owned a studio for a long time, and I've had everybody tell me to try everything that you can imagine. And I try it because I'm interested, but I've never fallen in love like that. And so I was a hard sell. And when I finally tipped into just experiencing it, I was like, okay, this is going to take me and my recovery to a whole nother level, and everybody with me. Because what happens when you give up alcohol is you go into a sugar like phantasmagoria, and the next fight is with sugar. And so I thought, okay, I'm feeling very comfortable controlling my cravings through this superfood, through this green drink and these aminos. I have to share this. And since I'm already kind of an out loud and proud woman, I share a lot anyway. I don't have any trouble just talking to everybody about it. And so I love I love Facebook Live. I do a lot of that. And that's really, for me, like tossing out a net. And I do a lot of those. And then people get on there and they ask me what I'm doing. So I got in because I trust Celeste. People are coming in because they trust me. I think trust is the bottom line on that, why I came and why I'm maybe magnetizing some people to me. And that's where it all began. About 5, really not very long ago.
So you said 5 months ago?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. So I love so much of what you just shared, like the drinking diaries and just being out loud and proud and really being a beacon in your community and creating those trust relationships. So tell me a little bit about what rank are you right now and what K club? What's the highest K club that you've got?
I'm executive, and I'm in the 7K club again this month. I hit it at the end of last month. I guess that was triumphant for me, but now customers are my bag. It's easy for me because the proof is in the way I feel, and I don't have any fear. I talk to people. I talk to people about it. I slip it in. I just slip it in. I just say, even if the conversation's not going there, I just throw that superfood nutrition line in there. I actually have an easier time because, you see, I teach yoga. And so I have people who are already cracked open. And especially when I teach to a new crowd. I just taught in Oklahoma City at a festival. And so they see me and I crack them open in yoga, and now they're available. And if I can say something like, I'd love to share my superfood secret with you, come talk to me after class, and I get a couple people up there, they're already ready to take whatever I have to offer. So I have to say that because I'm in that community already, I have an advantage. Now, I do love the follow-up. I'm the follow-up queen. So what I do is I get on there and I look through all my messenger, I look through my texts, I look through all the Facebook, and I just keep touching them. You guys call it drips. I just touch them again. It's a little nudge, and it works because people are like, she's not going away. And I kind of like what she did and what she said, and so I didn't really offend. So I keep going until that door opens. I don't have that rejection thing, I guess. I probably should. Maybe I'm annoying. I don't know. Tell me. Am I?
Beautiful. I love it. I totally love it. And, I want to give you just a secret, like a little behind the scenes in my journey over the years, is I've had people who are now diamond, green diamond, black diamond say, when you were like reaching out to me about Purium, like there was this point at which I was just kind of like, man, it's a little annoying, right? Or not necessarily using those words, but having that feeling of like, you were really persistent. Like I heard that comment multiple times. And so, the question is then, if I was persistent enough and now you're green diamond, is it worth it? Right. And so I love, everything that you shared. I love that languaging of a superfood secret. Did anybody else really resonate with that? Like just this little, creating curiosity and then continuing to touch, continuing to have those touch points and that follow up, that opportunity to continue to water those seeds. So that's so beautiful, Nicole. Tell us where you're going. What's your next goal here?
Well, I'm definitely going to Diamond, and I'm definitely going to be a major influencer in this company. And I'm definitely not stopping. So however far I can go. I do want to comment on what you just said, because I am a living example of what happens when someone's persistent, because Celeste, which is just a dreamy woman. You're going to interview her soon. She does not, and I do not. We haven't been persistent in other ways, so people have seen us kind of like, oh, whatever, dude, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, until now. You see, I think that the history proves that, we haven't really been persistent about anything until now. And so I am being like that little annoying little, which I just got bit by a mosquito, annoying little bug on people's shoulders. And they're thinking, well, that's annoying. And I'm going to say that probably I am. But she never does this. So it must be special, And so that is an advantage too. Where am I going? This is my future. Okay. So here's the three orders of importance. Sobriety and recovery is like my life. That's my life. And then superfood is my second tier. And yoga, which came first, is down to 3. And I'll tell you why. Because recovery has made the biggest effect on my body and my mind and my soul. And this profound nutrition has made the second biggest effect. And yoga is a big deal, but it doesn't touch what this food can do. This food has changed everything. And so now as a yoga teacher, I'm like, yeah, do yoga, but do superfood first.
Beautiful.
That's the order.
Awesome. Beautiful. Well, I know that we can all just feel your enthusiasm and your excitement through the screen, and it's not about being annoying or like it's just knowing that people are going to say, how many of you guys, I just want to see in the comments, how many of you guys said yes the first time that you heard about Purium? Type a Y if you said yes the first time, and type a N if you did not say yes the first time. So I just want to see. It took me personally like a year of watching the post and saying, oh my God, that thing that they're doing, and it took me a long time. And so it's a service that we get to give to people to continue to share with them, because it does sometimes take time, and sometimes it takes a lot of time. So thank you so much, Nicole, for sharing with us. Congratulations, 7K by mid-month. That is powerful right there. And you just shared so many amazing golden nuggets, and we're so proud of you. Can't wait to see you hit diamond. And for our next speaker, Celeste, are you on here?
I sure am. Hello.
Hey, what's up? Okay, so Celeste is, you heard her name through Nicole. Celeste actually enrolled Nicole. And Celeste, give us a little bit of an idea of, like what brought you to Purium?
Okay. Well, I was definitely raised with a healthy, natural lifestyle. So I've always thought that food is medicine, and recognized that is huge. And then, let's see, I had my first child, thought I was doing excellent in my nutrition, had my second child, and it wasn't until about 15 months into my second child that I said yes to a request from Stephanie Dawn about, 2.5 years ago. Like, it took me a long time to say yes. So it was an immediate game changer, like 48 hours of food, superfood in my body, where I was saying, oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't doing as well as I thought I was. So that's what brought me, just the roundabout ways, that always trusting that food was medicine and thinking I was doing everything right, until I realized, no, I was actually really deficient. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so tell me a little bit about tell me what rank you are and a little bit about the journey that you've been on over the past few months to get there.
Wonderful. Well, when I did reach out, I went to Rowan because she's my soul sister. We share the same birthday, and I knew that she and Stephanie work right together. So, so I enrolled with Rowan basically the last day of February. So March I started, and I pretty much ranked every month. Just like I just went up the ladder, consultant and director and executive. I think I might have hung out there 2 months, and then I hit diamond in July. So I'm happy to say I'm sustaining diamond and growing every month, thanks to Nicole. Isn't that what they say? If you want to be a diamond, make a diamond. I'm starting to feel that momentum, and that's so inspiring to lift each other up. So diamond, I hit the 2K regularly. I think one of the things that I do really well is I have a nice balance of customers and brand partners. So I'm definitely going for green, and I'll just jump to the fact that this is my retirement company. I have found my puzzle piece. I've been waiting 40 years for this company. So I will be rising to the top, and I'm just having so much fun with this company. I love every single human that I have met through this company. So I'm going all the way, baby.
Oh, beautiful. So awesome. I love that, your retirement. And can you give us like one little tip? We heard a bunch of tips from Nicole. She was like, she couldn't keep them in even. So give us like a couple just tips on what is your daily method of operation, or what are some of the things that are really working well for you personally as you're building your team of customers and brand partners.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I want to say thank you to you, Miss Sarah, because I basically hear your words daily, and they are this: your children are your why, they're not your excuse. So, I have 2 really young children, 3.5 and soon to be 2. And, there are some days where it is like in the nooks and cranny, and there is no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing business, but I'm still doing something. I'm in motion. And then there's a week that goes by and I don't do one single tracking, and I am just like so hard on myself because we're all sick. And then I'm like, wait, no, just reframe it. Like, I am in the process of magnetizing my optimal team to me. So I use my yoga in my own mind. When I slip into a negative place, I reframe it really quickly, and I say, no, Rowan, work in my celestial magic, but truly, like, what we think and what we feel and what we vibrate on the inside is what we're gonna get. And so that's my biggest tip. Number 1 is to keep doing your personal development, keep doing your own inner path, and practice to stay in alignment. The second thing is that I really like to just lead with the vision and lead with the big picture. So even if I'm talking to a customer, and that's what they have the opportunity to enroll. So I really think that's what I'm working on right now, is just helping enroll people in the vision of what I'm experiencing.
Beautiful. I love that so much. And yeah, that's actually something that Bob Heilig trains on a lot, is really sharing our why. It's sharing our impact statement. It's sharing what we want to see change in the world based on what we're doing with our business. And that can be as simple as, seeing everyone feel healthy and be using superfoods. Or for me, a lot of it is really raising up a generation, or raising up a whole movement of people who are comfortable standing in leadership and being seen and sharing our truth and our voices, because I personally feel like this is a huge missing piece in what's happening globally right now. And so that's a big part of my why. So I share that all the time with people, and I love that. Thank you so much, Celeste, for being here with us and for sharing your beautiful celestial magic. And now I'm going to bring on our third special guest, Stephanie Dawn. Are you on here right now?
Yes. Hello, Sarah.
Awesome. So Stephanie is an incredible leader. She is a very successful sacred business coach in her own right outside of Purium, and she's someone who saw the vision a few years ago and has really put like her heart and soul into this, seeing this as her main source of fuel and of really being able to create an impact. And Stephanie, I know that you were just at, well, first of all, congratulations on having such an amazing team of women who are women and men, but of people, of humans who are really out there, sharing with so much grace and so much power. And I'd love to hear from you. I know that you were just at the regionals. I think there might be some feedback coming from your
from me.
Yeah, are you touching the?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully it'll go away.
Sure.
But I know that you were just at California regionals, and I'd love to hear from you a little bit of a breakdown on what was down there with Bob Heilig and what's been happening, and what you got from that event.
Awesome. Well, first of all, what an incredible event. And I just want to honor my two teammates first, though, before I talk about the event. These ladies, Celeste and Nicole, really embody everything that Bob Heilig talks about moving forward with this business as a result of your purpose, really living from that purpose-driven life with the network marketing with this new trajectory that they're both on. So those two inspire me constantly. And I feel so blessed that they're on my team and that I get to work with them every day. And I'm actually flying to Tulsa in just a couple weeks to work with their team because they have so many new brand partners. We just want to make sure that nobody falls through the cracks. So I'm excited. I've never been to Oklahoma, and I can't wait to be with them all. So yeah, I was incredibly blessed and honored to be asked to host the Southern California regional event that featured Bob Heilig, and I'd never done anything like that for Purium, so it was really beautiful to be doing that in my home city here of Los Angeles. And Bob, wow! So I had a little taste of Bob at the beginning of this year, and I really liked what I saw, but I don't think I was prepared for what I was to receive really on Saturday. He is so in alignment with who we are as a company, and really for me personally about who I am and how it is that I lead and coach and run my team. And that was beautiful to behold and to really receive on Saturday. Bob talks about network marketing being the most incredible industry in the world, but the fact that it's broken. And I was really surprised when he said that, because he was just kind of like calling it out, like the elephant in the room. And Sarah, we've heard you say over the years, this is not your mama's MLM, that, and I feel like Purium really embodies that. We are really working every day to bring consciousness and awareness and light to how it is that we share about Purium. And that's what Bob's entire presentation was about. He spoke a lot about purpose, and he spoke a lot about love. And of course, when you're talking about love, you talk about fear, which I've been teaching about for so long with my own work, in my sacred birth work and as a sacred business coach. So some of what he said about purpose is that Purium is a vehicle to live out your purpose. And we see that embodied so beautifully with Nicole and all that she was sharing about sober living, and now sharing her yogic life, and now the superfoods with her, with the people that she's attracting on Facebook with her group on sobriety and no alcohol. It's really, Bob also said that we're going to benefit from who we've been before we ever get in with Purium. And that's definitely the case with me. I worked in the birth world for many years leading up to Purium, and I was blessed to know Celeste. Celeste was my Kundalini yoga teacher for 5 years at my retreats that I held. She was also a mentee in my mentor program. And so, of course, I went to Celeste with this opportunity because I wanted the coolest, most vibrant, most radiant people that I could find in my realm to join me.
So he talked about any fear that we're feeling in with our Purium business, that is the path to our purpose. I thought of you, Sarah, because you mentioned how public speaking was one of your biggest fears, and now look at you. You talk all the time publicly, whether it's on a Zoom or Facebook Live or at our national convention. And so I really wanted to transmit that tonight, that whatever you're feeling, whoever's listening out there tonight, that whatever you're feeling fear around, that is the arrow of that is pointing you to where your greatest purpose is with Purium. He also talked a lot about how in network marketing, it's really easy to be a consumer. So what does that mean? Well, we consume a lot of information, like the constantly learning student, that's always learning and needs to get the next credential and the next training, and in order to feel like we have what we need. And he said, really one of the strongest transmissions that he gave on Saturday that hit me so hard because I really needed it was he implored us to work harder, to get out of being a consumer and into action. And that's exactly what's going on for me in my own Purium business. If I'm going to get to blue and black diamond, I have to create the structure in my days to do what it is that I need to do. And for me, that's all about prospecting. It's all about doing my IPAs. And so I was really grateful that he was so point blank about that we all need to be working harder. And Tracy Fujikane, 3-star crown, she's like, we need to reach more people with Purium faster. And that's the only way that we're going to do it. We're not going to be doing it by attending another mastermind. We're going to be doing it by getting in action and reaching out to our friends. And it's nothing against our masterminds. Our masterminds are really important. They're a huge piece of what it is that we do. And that can't be all that we do in a day. We've got to be doing our IPAs. We've got to be reaching out to our friends, to our colleagues, to our community in all the ways that we do, via Instagram, via Facebook, via text messenger, via email. So I want to segue now to social media, Sarah, because he had a lot to say about social media, which is a medium. That's really, I use social media so much to build my Purium business because I have a very large following on Facebook, a little bit less so on Instagram. So I focus more on Facebook. One of the things that I love that Bob talked about is that we want to bring more of who we are onto Facebook or Instagram. So what does that mean? Well, for me personally, it means that I have a lot of content. I have a lot of information. I have a lot of notes from years of teaching that I could be bringing to my Facebook Lives, that I could be bringing to my posts, that I could be sharing about more often via my email to my list. And so for me, what does that mean? Well, one of my growing edges is being more vulnerable. And so people love that on Facebook. They love it when we're vulnerable. They want to lean in when we open our hearts and become more vulnerable. So I'm excited to really, crack my heart open a little bit more and be more vulnerable. I think a lot of people sometimes think, oh, Steph, she's got it going on. And it's like, because I put that forward and, very well. I'm really good at, coming across strong and confident. And I think that what will be more attractive to the people that are potentially interested in joining my team is for me to lead with my vulnerability. So if you find that you're vulnerable all the time, then maybe it's about you being more strong, coming across, in a more strong way, or really exercising your confidence. I don't know, whatever of that resonates for you. I just thought that was, that it was worth stating. He talked about being, truly authentic. So really being who you are on the social networks. And he also talked about something that our own David Scultati talks about all the time, which is, finding your lane and driving in it. I repeat that a lot to my team. And what he mentioned was that I thought was, it kind of took it a little bit deeper, is that you want to stay in your own lane. You really want to, you find your own lane, stay in your own lane. Just keep doing you, keep being you. You are enough. He said, oh my gosh, he said, if you lead with just one thing today, just know that you are enough. he's brilliant, and I can't wait for more of him. I can't wait to learn more from him and really duplicate what it is that I learned from him, because there was so much. I took like 20 pages of notes, Sarah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, thank you so, so much, Stephanie. And as you were sharing, I was just really witnessing the confidence that comes through as we begin to learn the things that are so important, the things that are really like that we see that are so easy to duplicate. And I love absolutely what you said about getting out of consuming more information and into action and into talking to people. That's really the only way that this business is going to move forward, that we're going to reach more people faster, that we're going to have our 1-year income goal come through. It's all about getting into action and simplifying our process. So I am, so grateful to be working personally with Bob as well, and to be getting a lot of his coaching and bringing that into my team. And I just want to encourage everybody, if you're not already, if you don't already have your ticket for one of the regionals, please, the regionals are the events that we have, that we go to, are what help us to get these kinds of downloads and really step into the next level of their business. So it's not necessarily about you getting to an event, even it's about who you're bringing. And we have some incredible events coming up. So those should all be posted in the groups. I don't have the list with me right now, and we're a little over time. So I just want to thank you guys all for being here. What an awesome call. So much inspiration and so many golden nuggets about how to get out there and really share what we have. Because remember, you guys, like, if you were praying for this, there are so many people that are out there that are seriously, desperately looking for ways to transform their health, their wealth, their community, their connection, their purpose, and their state of well-being and happiness inside of their own selves. So this is such a powerful gift. Remember, get on that list, that daily action steps that David Litt talks about. Go out there and get into that rhythm of sending out 10 text messages a day, and you will start to see people turning around and asking you what you have and ready to receive it. So thank you guys so much. This call happens every Monday. We love you. Enjoy your afternoon and get out there and reach some people today. Aloha.